Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. First of all, I would like to thank you all you guys for amazing support and love you have shown all this time. So we have crossed 1500 subscribers. So when I started this channel, I have not expected that I would get 1500 subscribers, but I have crossed 1500 subscribers now. Thanks for all the love and support. So in this video journey, I have met so many people and I have received so many comments and appreciations regarding the videos. Some people are asking me for more to upload more intraday trading strategies, and some people are asking me to cover the basics, and some people are asking for the advanced stuff. Whereas few more people are there who called me and who talked me that they lost a lot of money in intraday trading. So if you have seen that, till now I have uploaded few videos that are related to intraday trading strategies. But let me tell you, no strategy works 100% or 100%. That means all the time no strategy will work. Okay, so no strategy is bound to give success all the time. Okay, so you have to manage your risk when you're in the stock market. Okay, because stock market is highly unpredictable. It can go anywhere. Okay, so you should manage your risk. If you don't manage your risk, whatever profits you are getting all the time, that will vanish within no time. So managing the risk is the key thing for a trader to be successful. So I have met people who lost a lot of money. Most of them are small traders. When you're trading with a small capital, it is even more important for you to preserve the capital, because if you lose your capital, you will be out from the market. So preserving the capital is most important thing. So here in this video, I'm going to cover some small things that are related to risk management. So here I'm going to show you how you can decrease your risk while trading the intraday with a very less capital. So even if you are a high capital trader, if you don't manage the risk, okay, so your capital will not be preserved. At the end of the day, your capital will decrease. So risk management is the most important thing. So even with a very less success rate, that is 4%, 40% or 50% success rate, so if your risk management is good and if your risk reward ratio is good, still you will be profitable in the share market. Okay, suppose if I have a 1:2 risk reward ratio and I have only 50% success. Okay, so 1:2 in the sense, out of 6 trades I'll be profitable only 3 trades. So in these three trades I'll be getting a profit of 6 rupees, whereas in the remaining 3 trades I will be losing 3 rupees, because my risk reward ratio is 1:2. Okay, so even if I am losing 3 trades out of 6 trades, I'll be profitable by 3 rupees again, 3 points again. So this is how you should manage the risk. So when it comes to the today's video, I'm going to show you how you can trade a particular strategy, okay, decreasing your risk when you're trading intraday. Okay, so let's move on to this strategy without wasting any time. Here in this video, I'm going to use gap and run trading strategy for risk management. So guys, in case we have not seen that particular video, go and watch. I'm already getting a lot of good response for that particular video. So guys, go and watch that gap and run strategy. Here in this video also, I'm going to use that particular strategy for trading intraday, as well as I'm going to show you how you can decrease your risk while trading with that particular strategy. So guys, coming to the today's pre-market session. So in this gap and run trading strategy, I have to find what are the gap up stocks and what are the gap down stocks. So this is the pre-market of today. So if you see, okay, just let me add the pre-market session, pre-open. Okay guys, so this is the pre-open session for today. So you can see Tata Power, Tata Steel, Tech Mahindra, IOC, these are all open with a gap of more than 1%. So I will start with Tata Steel and Tata Power. So let me see a few more stocks. Let me see whether any gap down stock is there. So there is no gap down stock with a drawdown of more than 1%. So let me see a few more stocks, that is all future and option stocks. Okay, coming to the gap up stocks, there are so many gap up stocks, whereas gap down stocks only 2 are there, that is Dalmia Bharat and MFSL. So I have already added few stocks. Let me add once again all those stocks: Dalmia Bharat, And coming to the gap up stocks, Hindustan Zinc, PC Jeweler, Tata Power, Jindal Steel, Tata Steel, Petronet, Jindal Steel, Tata Steel, Petronet. So Tata Power is also there, so let me add that Tata Power. Okay, so these are all the gap up and gap down stocks. Of all these stocks, so Dalmia Bharat and MFSL, these two stocks are gap down stocks, whereas the remaining stocks are all gap up stocks. So for trading this particular strategy, I have mentioned one key point, that the stock should trade well above 150 rupees. So coming to this particular strategy, so actually Jindal Steel also there, Jindal Steel, let me add that one also, Jindal Steel. So Jindal Steel, okay, this is also a gap up stock. So when it comes to this strategy, I have told you that so we should not trade a stock that trades less than 100 rupees and 150 rupees. Okay, so that type of stocks I don't prefer to trade. So Tata Power, Jindal Steel, I am omitting from my watch list. So the second thing is, I want to trade only those stocks which have a good volume. So this MFSL and Dalmia Bharat I have not traded frequently, so let me check the volumes of these two stocks. First of all, I will start with Dalmia Bharat. See, this is the volume chart of Dalmia Bharat. So if you see, the volumes are pretty less. So if I look at the historic volumes, they are even less, like 32, 6, 50, 320, something like that. So I don't prefer to trade this particular stock, that is Dalmia Bharat. I have closed this stock. So next thing is MFSL. Let me see how the volume profile of this MFSL will look. So this is the volume profile of MFSL, that is Max Financial Service Limited. So the volume looks decent, well about 10,000 most of the times. So I will have an eye on this particular stock also. Now after removing the stocks, I have total 5 stocks in my watch list. So guys, I have already tested these stocks. So guys, let me show you these stocks in today's strategy. So let us assume that you have only a capital of 10,000 rupees. So when you have a small capital like 10,000 rupees, you will not want to keep all your eggs in a single basket. Okay, if that particular stocks where you are putting all your money, if that stock fails, okay, so you will end up the day in losses. So for decreasing the loss, you have to diversify your risk. So instead of investing all my 10,000 rupees in this Tata Steel or PC Jewelers or Hindustan Zinc, like that, instead of investing all that 10,000 rupees in one stock, so I will divide that 10,000 rupees into 5 parts and I will invest equal amount. I will trade equal amount in these 5 stocks. So 2,000 rupees I am going to invest in these 5 stocks. Okay, 2,000 rupees each I am going to invest in these 5 stocks. Okay, so coming to these 5 stocks, so if you use bracket orders and cover orders in Zerodha, so you will get a margin. Okay, you will get a margin like 20 times, 30 times margin you will be getting. Suppose, let us see, for Tata Steel, if I am going to short, okay, at a price of 450 rupees, for around 2,000 rupees I can trade 120 number of stocks. Okay, so I have already noted down so how many stocks you can trade with a capital of 2,000 rupees. So for Tata Steel, you can short 120, you can trade 120, PC Jewelers 100 stocks, Hindustan Zinc 150, Petronet 130, Max Financial Services Limited 70 stocks you can trade with a capital of 2,000 rupees. So let's check how this will work. How how dividing this capital into different stocks will benefit you. Okay, so let's start with Tata Steel. So according to this strategy, I will mark the highs and lows of the first 15 minutes. So I have used 5-minute candlestick. So high is 460 and low is 456, approximately 456. So I will go short because the candles are falling and the fourth candle closed below the first 15 minutes low. So I will go short at around 456 rupees and I will keep my first target just above 0.25% this pivot line, because pivot lines always act as supports and resistance according to the theory. So here it is 453, so just 0.25% means approximately 1 rupee, so above 454, nearly 454. So I'll keep my first target at 454. Okay, so when the stock moves to 454, I'll be booking a partial profit, that is 50% of the stock I'm going to sell. Okay, I'm going to buy. So out of these 120 stocks, I'll be booking a profit 60 rupees at the first target. Then I will keep waiting. Okay, so my stop loss here in this trade will be 459. So once I book the first profit, I'll be moving my stop loss from 460 rupees to 459 rupees. Okay, because I booked a profit of only 1 rupee, I'm moving this stop loss by 1 rupee. So 459 is my next stop loss. So after that, the stop loss has been hit at 1145. So you will lose 60 into, you are shorted at around, let me check. So you are shorted at around 456 and the stop loss hit at 459. So 3 rupees you have lost. So minus 180 rupees. Okay, so minus 180 rupees. Next, coming to the PC Jewelers. So I will go short at around 423 and I'll keep my first target at 421 because 0.25% above this pivot line. So 421. So 50% of the profit I am going to book at this first target. So 50 into 2, that is 100 rupees as a first target, because my first target is 2 rupees here. I shorted at around 423 and booked profit at around 421. Okay, so remaining stocks I'm going to hold, keeping a stop loss of, so this is 425, in the sense 423 I will keep. Okay, 423 I will keep. So 423 I would keep. I'll move my stop loss to 423. It did not hit and it made a low of 418. Okay, so at 2 o'clock I'm going to close my trade. Okay, irrespective of the moment, I'm going to close my trade at 2 o'clock or 2:30 sometimes. Okay, so let's say I closed this at 2:30. So the stock is trading at 418.7. So that means almost 4.3 rupees. So 4.3 rupees in the sense 50 into 4.23, 50 into 4, 200. That's 252, let's say 210 rupees, let's say roughly 210 rupees. Next is Hindustan Zinc. So coming to the Hindustan Zinc, I would short this stock at around 281 and I would keep a stop loss, I would keep a first target of 276, since it is 0.75, 276.8. So 276 will be my first target, that is 0.25% above this pivot line. So 276, okay, it would hit here. Okay, so 276 would, 278 it would hit here. So guys, so 279 I would short and 278 I would buy. So 1.9 rupees as my first target. Then I will book the second target somewhere around 220. So here 271. Okay, so I have shorted at 279 to approximately 280. Booked my first target at 278. So 2 rupees as my first target and almost 9 rupees as my second target. So let's see. So 75 into 2, 150. 75 into 9, almost 70 into 9, 630. 5 into 9, 45, 675. So let's say 650 rupees. Next, Petronet. So I would go short here. Okay, so this is the high, this is the low. Okay, the candle I would short here, somewhere here. Okay, because the candle made a low here, Okay, I will be able to short here itself only. So 444, at around 444 I'll be shorting this stock. Then I'll be keeping my first target at 441. Okay, 444 I have shorted, 441 I bought 50% of the stock back. Then I will book the second target at around 220, 230. So here 433. So 443 I have shorted and 433 you have bought. Okay, so 2 rupees as the first target, 10 rupees as the second target. I mean, targets you can move. Okay, once you book the first target, targets you can adjust. So 65 into 130 and 65 into how much it is, 444 to 433, 10 rupees almost. So 650, another 650 is there. So next one is MFSL. So coming to the Max Financial Services Limited. Okay, so this is a low made by the stock in the first 15 minutes, this is a high made by the stock in the first 15 minutes. Okay, the stock closed above here at somewhere around 11:15. Okay, so I would go for buy here. Okay, so next I will keep a stop loss here. Okay, so this is a support zone, not a resistance zone. So I will be keeping my first target somewhere near this pivot line, somewhere around 653. But the profit first target did not hit and the stock started falling down. Okay, this is where you will be getting loss. So but the low also did not touch, because your stop loss will be 625. Okay, and you bought the stock at around 640, you will be closing the trade at around 230. So at 634 you will be booking the loss, that is a loss of almost 6 rupees. So total loss in this particular trade is 6 rupees. So 70 into 6 minus 420. Okay, so let's add all these things. So total we have done 5 trades today. So in Tata Steel 120 rupees profit, in PC Jewelers 310 rupees profit, in Hindustan Zinc 800 rupees profit, in Petronet 650 plus 130, so almost 780 rupees profit, and here a loss of minus 420. So minus 420. So minus 420 plus 120, 300, 300, 300, 600, 600, 800. So 120, 310, 430, 430 plus 800, 1230, 1230 plus 80, 1310, 1310 plus 700, 2010. 2010 minus 400, in the sense, let us say 1600. So out of these 1600, since you have done total 5 trades, I will be removing some 400 to 500 rupees as the brokerage. I will be keeping very high brokerage here. So out of 1600 profit, whatever left over of the loss, so you will be making somewhere around 1100 with a capital of 10,000 rupees. Okay, and profit of 1000 rupees, more than 1000 rupees actually, 1100 or 1200 in between you will be making with this particular strategy. So in case if you have traded only with MFSL, so instead of 420 rupees loss, you would have made a loss of around 2000 rupees, because you will be trading somewhere around 350 stocks here in this MFSL. Okay, whereas in this Tata Steel you might be making some 600 rupees. Okay, but thereby diversifying your risk into multiple stocks, okay, using a particular strategy, okay, you will be having better chances of winning. Okay, so though some stocks will fail, at least some stocks will give you good amount of profits. Okay, always you cannot win in all the trades. Okay, it is very important for you to diversify the risk in your stocks, risk in your trades when you are trading with a small capital. Here if you see, so out of these 5 trades, actually 2 trades went into loss. Okay, this Tata Steel is the last making one. Actually this Tata Steel is the loss making one, as well as MFSL, this is also a loss making one. So here you made profit only in this PC Jewelers, Hindustan Zinc and Petronet only. Okay, your two trades went wrong, but still you made a profit of 10 percentage out of this 10,000 rupees. Okay, that's almost 1000 rupees. So this is how you should diversify your risk when you're trading with a small capital. If you put all your eggs in one basket, so if your trade goes wrong, if your strategy fails, that's it, you are going to lose almost 50 to 60 percentage of your trading capital on a bad day. So guys, this is the lesson I want to teach you in this video. I hope it will help you guys. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe and like the video if you find it useful. Thank you once again.